person and to work on my mindset and different things like that. Why I'm actually in the okay, that looks pretty good. Picture looks pretty good. Appreciate that. Okay, yeah. So if you can, for some of you, if you can, go over here, follow me over here, or go over into YouTube. And so what we'll do is, okay, yeah, go follow me over here, or go over into the YouTube, and I'll start that stream over there. But my point is, back to my point, is that basically the advice that I give is actually what I do. So when I talk about that, I listen to, or that you should possibly consider listening to different information, or feeding your mind certain information while you're maybe working out or doing certain things. That's partially what I do. And today I was listening to a like a teaching. I would call it a teaching. I wouldn't even call it a podcast. In the podcast, it kind of stirred up my mind, because it made me think about that, you know, even with everything that we talk about as far as healing is concerned, there's still a process of all of us figuring out the hey, how you doing, you cats? How you doing, Bella? How you doing, Renee? Appreciate every single one of y'all in the chat there. But yeah, it's a part of it. It's a process of us, you know, gaining our positive image of ourselves and of our lives back again. Because when you've gone through any type of a traumatic experience, what it does, it scars. It brings a certain level of scar, a certain level of damage to us. And some of the things that I want to talk about tonight is understanding the things that we want, understanding our desires, understanding our beliefs, and also understanding of the things that getting to the place of knowing. And see, why I'm talking about that is because the first step with all of us before we can achieve or have or manifest or create anything in our lives, is going to start with, first of all, having a want. And the question that's often asked is, do you know what you want? And that's the question that I would have you ask yourself. Do you know what you want? And in process of knowing what you want, are you clear on the work that it takes to get to where you're trying to gain or to get to? And I ask that question is because I found over years with building businesses and in relationships and just different things that I've been involved with, is that generally what I would do is I would know what I wanted, but I wouldn't actually perceive the full level of work that needed to take place to get from point A to point B. You know, because there's always a process where it seems simple, but there's difficulties, there's challenges, there's different things that are going to take place throughout the process of you getting to a point of saying, okay, this is what I want. And then the second question I would have you ask yourself, and you can write this down if you want to, is why do you want it? Do you know why you want A, B, C, X, Y, and Z? Why do you want that particular thing? What is that thing going to bring? And how's it going to enhance your life? How's it going to make you a better person? And this is why I'm saying, like, if you're in the chat and you want a relationship, if that's something that you want, why do you want that? You know, get clear on why you want that. Spend some time alone, put on some high vibration frequency music, get yourself in a quiet place, maybe light a candle, you know, or pray, do whatever you do to get into that creative space. And then once you get there, just kind of get in a meditative state. And as you get in that meditative state, just start writing out these questions and writing out and being honest with yourself about why do you want these things? You know, and is the reason why you want these things a surface level, or is it something deeper and it has a deeper context or a deeper meaning behind the thing that you're trying to do? So that's the thing that I would ask. The third thing, do you believe it? Do you believe that you can have what you want? Belief is more than just saying that I believe. Belief is just more than just having this mindset to think that you can, that you're going to achieve something. Belief is knowing that you can achieve it and doing the work that it takes to get to where you need to get to. So that's going to require maybe some late nights, some afternoons, some weekends. That's going to require maybe not being so available to date and do all these other different things. Especially if you're trying to build a business, you're not going to be available to do all the things that other people are willing to do. So put that in the chat. Do you know what you want? I mean, ask yourself, do I know what I want? What do I want? Or what do I want? What do I want? That's the question. What do I want? A want is something that's a surface level. With many of us, the things that we want, based upon your occupation, based upon, you know, your status in life, based upon your family, based upon your friends, based upon the influence of people around you, many things that we want, we can get those things pretty easily, most of us. If you have a good enough job, you have a good enough business, you have a good enough whatever. So wants aren't really it's not really deep enough. It's like a surface. How you doing, Jennifer? It's like a surface thing from our. It's like from the surface. It's not deep enough. We got to go deeper. And so the fourth thing is What would it feel like for you to obtain the thing that you want? What does that energy feel like? How would you feel energetically? Can you take your presently where you are in a state of not really having that thing manifested in your life, but get yourself in a place emotionally. You can charge up your heart enough. You can charge up your mind enough to get yourself energetically in a place where you start feeling yourself in the energy of what you want. Can you feel yourself in the energy of being in that healthy new relationship? Can you feel yourself in the energy of having the financial prosperity that you want? Can you feel yourself in the energy of being healthier? Can you feel yourself in the energy of having a more fit body? Can you feel yourself in the energy of whatever it is that you want? Because whatever you want, you have to, this is why I started with, do you know what you want? Because when you know what you want, then you're going to know what you don't want. You have to, this is why I'm saying clarity. You know, I have a friend of mine, she often says truth and clarity, truth and clarity, truth and clarity. Truth is important, but clarity is even more important. Because sometimes you can tell truth, but you can leave out little details. So the clarity part represents that you're not leaving out all the pertinent details that are needed. So in process of you doing this, you got to be truthful and you got to be clear. Put that in the chat, truthful and clear. Put it in the chat, truthful and clear. Put some fire emojis in the chat. It's got to be truthful and clear. You got to be truthful and clear with what you want. And what you want, you have to align with what you want. You can't align with something that someone else has. Like, I don't want what other people have. What someone has, it inspires me, but that I don't want what you have. I want what I want based upon the desires that I have. Now, yes, you can inspire me, but that's still, I want what I want based upon the things in the areas and the places of my life that I'm looking to go. Put that in the chat, truth and clarity. Put fire emojis. Thank y'all for that are in the chat and that are getting this chat moving. Appreciate every single one of y'all. So truth and clarity. And that's important because sometimes you'll find that people will want things, but it's not in alignment with where their life is going. If we want something that's not in alignment with where our life is going, many times what'll happen is you'll get a lot of resistance. You'll get a lot of resistance. Not always, but sometimes you're going to get resistance because sometimes the resistance could be a refining of your faith. Do you really believe that you can get this thing or that you can do this thing? Appreciate the fire emojis in that chat. Appreciate y'all. Thank each and every one of y'all. So do you really believe that you want it? Because, and I asked that question is because I was watching this one video and these girls were lusting over this dude. I guess there's this new guy out, light-skinned dude. He's got these green eyes and they're talking about this guy. And evidently this guy is like married or something like that. I don't even know who the guy is because I don't watch much TV. In my mind, I'm thinking, you know what? That's not really fair, ladies. I'm thinking he already has a wife or a girl, and you're like approaching this person. This is part of what I'm trying to say. You're wanting something that's not in alignment. You can't have that. That's somebody else's. If we don't get clear on what we want, and I mean, when we get clear on what we don't want anything else that anybody else has. I don't want what you have. I want what I want based upon what is mine. If you have something, good, great. That's probably the best thing for you. You know, I often joke around, but I think Grant Hill's wife is attractive, but I don't want her. And I'm saying it just in context to understand where I'm going with this. You have to make sure what you want is in alignment with something that you're not going to bring oppression and harm and hurt to other people. To me, this is the way I feel about it in the process of you getting what you want. Because some people, they have these demonstrative attitudes, this demonstrative behavior, where their mindset is just trample on everybody else around them, just trample everybody else around them, not realizing that there's laws, there's karma, there's laws of sowing and reaping to get the things that you know. If you're getting things that you want from an unlawful place where you're oppressing someone else, especially if you're oppressing the poor, or oppressing someone less fortunate, or you're taking something from somebody else. There's a price to pay for that. And why would you put why would I put myself in that position and then I got to pay the consequences? Because then you're going to get what you want and then you're not going to really want what you want or want what you have, because it's going to come with a lot of hardship and a lot of suffering. So getting what you want, first of all, this is why I had you put truth and clarity in the chat. This is why I had you put fire in the chat, because I want us to be truthful and clear on what you want. Truthful and clear on what you want. Say that with me. Truthful and clear on what you want. Put it in the chat. Truthful and clear on what you want. The things that you want, I'm going to say it again, it should definitely align with the direction of your life. If you want something if you're, and I said this yesterday, if you are a person that is geared towards spirituality or religion, you're going to want someone that's geared towards religion and spirituality. If you are a person that is an entrepreneur, you're going to want people around you or that are in your surroundings that are in that same energy, because it's going to help you to manifest and get the things that you want. I'm gonna end this YouTube live, and we can go right into TikTok. If y'all have any questions, I appreciate every